feel like that might be part of the solution. Vex coming through, by the way. Vex locked in to the mid lane for Ryoma.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how Ryoma can do with this Vex. This is also a camp skip by Closer to immediately pressure this bottom lane. It also pulls Iconic down. That's a good hook, though.
That is also Glacier for the extra slow, looking pretty well. It means Iconic can reach for the stun. And they're going to try to find the kill on a Hoo-Hee, and yes! Chime claims it, rings the bell. They'll answer one back. FBI's on the board, but again,
bot lane game, so hopefully someday can play an isolated game of top lane, and we're just going to see a lot more of this.
Fine, you can play him on the Chompers. Already took
Dead.
one of them. Flashless means
Dead.
he is gone. And thank you very much for the crowd control. But first, a double knockup for Closer. Wants in. Is it the damage? Yes, it is. And that backwards gets FBI in range as Closer claims his kill.
Oh, and now the health difference might be big enough that Stixxay gets zoned off the wave. I think we're going to see...
I mean, he's just an EQ range.
Oh,
like, why'd you walk... Stixxay! I know it's early season. I know. I mean, I feel like it's still positive for 100 Thieves.
Well, just level 2, which puts him in burst range. And what is this?
We are
Hoo-Hee,
fighting.
buddy. Hoo-Hee, buddy.
Hoo-Hee has turned Closer richest man thanks to the kills he's picked up. Nice flash over the stun. Finds the first combo. Second W into a stun. That is beautiful. And that is Iconic claiming
gank just for the additional pressure, and not being able to get the Rift Herald off that mid kill is a bit of a backbreaker. Chime!
He's dead. He hooks at 50 HP.
They really don't like to move. There's a dive here coming. We'll get back to it.
Flash stun and a slow and a knockup into literally nothing you can do. Tony Top from the second Someday hits Flash. He falls to the ground. Herald summoned, and Someday he gets jungle pressure for a second and turns it into an entire turret.
Really clean. This is exactly the type of transition 100 Thieves had in their first game when Someday was on Renekton against Devane. He basically gets no attention for the first 10 minutes of the game. All the pressure goes into having bot lane get plates, but then they get the Herald, they get a gank, and immediately Someday is back in the game, rewarded for his sacrifice.
Woo! From full HP, Chime is down, lands some CC, but Glacier does not give yourself damage reduction. We've got pushed in. All right, we'll drop it, no big deal.
Got to be a little careful of the Vex roam, don't want to give up a kill, and the Cloud Drake itself is not that important. Hello, Iconic.
Yep, all right, there we go. Good damage. Abadaga wants to sidestep any more crowd so it could be landed. A play backwards on a Closer. Ult comes across, nearly the kill. Closer goes for the dunk. Gorge Drinker finds the kill. Should be traded back, and now it's a Jarvan to the opposing team. EQ goes over, but stunned into, rooted into dead. FBI.
And Golden Guardian's desperately trying to hold on to this turret, but it's not long for this world.
I like the choice. Yeah, with no turret, you can't take that fight. Ryoma has levels, but it's like, yeah, you have teammates nearby. I can't actually dive. There's no way to go for it. So, saves the ult, saves the chance at going for a big fight. Abadaga needs to walk away. Gotta find the slow. Is Iconic into the stun. Flash hook, sidestepped, and that is unleashed power, but not gonna be enough. The kill comes through. A good setup. Iconic lands all this.
They have the right push, so they are kind of needing to concede this dragon, and now they're trying to get something on the backside if they can break this mid turret with Rift Herald.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens out of this one because there will be another turret going down. It will grow the gold lead. Certainly 100 Thieves are massively ahead as far as what they can spend, what they can buy, and that just means they're the more powerful team on the map. But it has meant 2 dragons over to Golden Guardian. Dragon to play for, and even Baron's still a minute and a half away. Nice sidestep. Closer not going to be hooked, but goes for the flash dunk. Finds 2, gets 1 kill, and now the other side is what matters. Closer dropped low, takes a rocket, but able to flag and drag away. And an ulted Renekton, Tony Top's going to go right back away as Iconic gets caught out. The fight was over. Shots at that bind lands, you can put in the rest of the Lux combo, or someone else comes in. Abadaga maybe shows up for the rest of it, or Someday dives the tower, and it's going to turn into another turret falling. Map control still, yeah. I mean, it's what we're probably going to be using in the LCS this season for comparative stats when we start measuring lane leads and whatnot. Because, yeah, Someday
alone, and they do that to you. Yeah. You know the game is not in a good place.
He 1v3s and comes out higher health than your team. You're like, well, what's the but we got a fight in the top side. 3v1 round 2. I got flashes, but he's not going to get away from Iconic. That CC combo is going to land. A flash fear, maybe more than is needed, but they claim the kill all this fully ramped bounty, which, you know, nearly doubles the value of that turret, and is probably something that should be very prioritized in getting back into the game, as now Someday is going to be in a 1v2. They sent Stixxay over, sidesteps the zap, and Tony Top has a flash, but does he not feel like he's in flash stun range?
No.
He needs to get the empowered stun, does so. Someday gets Mega Gnar into the wall. He goes. Stixxay still putting the shots down. Next zap should be up in a second. and he sidesteps that one too! Someday, mad about the first blood in the opener, refusing to die again. Chime drops to FBI. Someday gets another stun. Please, someone tell me he can die. Jumps away, gets the zap onto him, and finally a kill. 6 gets 500. Dodged away from Huhi. Iconic can't find the CC. The zap comes in. Closer claims the kill. And in a 2v2 with FBI arriving, I can't imagine Tony Top survives this one. Find a bit of time now, but hey, Closer and FBI putting in the shots. FBI gets stunned. Iconic gets the stab, now he's Caitlyn, which is really squishy, and he can't ult away in time. 100 Thieves win a sloppy team fight.
Yes, they do, with the delayed ace right there. You still might call worth. You killed Someday, and you killed FBI. That's a side quest I like to play when I'm losing a game terribly. You try and kill everyone once.
Yes.
So even if Golden Guardians doesn't get the win, they have at least killed everybody once.
Yeah. You claim any bounties that they have at the time. Chime, goodbye. Goodbye. Yes, you are dead.
In ARAM.
Yeah.
Lower consequence than your ranked games. Don't try it in ranked
The 20
games.
doesn't rank.
Obviously, killing the Nexus is a win condition, but it stalls when you don't get your first Drake until like 20 minutes, which is what 100 Thieves do.
Absolutely, it gives time to fight back, because if you can't go for the Baron, there's a big dive and a deletion! And that is a death. 1-for-1, those the mid laner trades back out. Iconic tries to stay alive, ults to safety, gets away. Close out the GA, will not die. Iconic burning, but survives as well.
Good vision control here. If Golden Guardians tries to step in, Cinder can zone them out, and...
Yeah, to say, well, we find a better fight than just Flash against the mid laner. We can kind of lock people down with that one instead, so we'll wait. A nice spear gonna stop Close's attempt, but mid lane will fall. Inhibitor cracked.
Good job by them. Pumping that top turret.
You mentioned Someday in the mid lane for top right now. The poke going back and forth, and that is gonna be a turret falling as the traps go down. The losing singularity for the CC, the slow, and you can't walk past it. To the Baron buff push continues, and we're going to see a second inhibitor fall. Bot lane, the next target, could be next. We'll see which way it goes, but Golden Guardians now on their back leg. Yeah, Demolish is ready. That turret's going to fall, and you've got to take your fight before your base is dead. You waited till the first turret dropped. When's it going to happen? Ryoma has an ulti available. Tony Top, his is going to time out. Flash stun, not going to find a good target here, so it's the turret taking damage. You have to go at some point. Finally comes in. The one shot on FBI. The Q misses. A single skill shot could have changed that fight, but he's going to get off to the side. How about the 5v4? The dunk comes in. Closer on a rampage as Chime falls again. Was it number 10 is the question, or only number 9? Tony Top flies in and doesn't have the damage. FBI gets the net out in time. Iconic knocked up into the laser, into the kill. Stixxay tries, but he's out of mana. Goes for the autos. That is a stopwatch, and that is no way back into the game. I am sorry, 100 Thieves. The quest was not complete. Only 9 kills on the Chime, but they will knock down Ryoma. They will knock down the Nexus, and 100 Thieves will start the lock-in tournament 2-0.
Definitely took care of business right at the end there. After FBI got picked, one